Okay, Andrew Beatty. But more importantly, it's Spinlister, huh? SPINLISTER.com. And you're the guy I come to whenever I need a cool bike for just the hour, the day, or the week, or whatever. But more importantly, if I have a bike, man, I can make money off of your website, can't I?
Yeah, you can.
But I mean, you have people making like a couple $100 a week or month out of this thing.
For sure. I've paid all my bikes off. People make money every month. I think on average, the average person makes $200 a month.
Really? God. And you, how many bikes you have?
I have 8 bikes personally.
8 bikes, and you paid them all. Well, that must be a business. You could be like a rental bike company with your website, right? I have 4.
You won't get rich.
Yeah, but man, hey, you know.
You'll pay your bikes off for sure. And as I paid one off, I bought another one because you keep buying more. You're like, oh, I could use a beach cruiser for friends, and then it pays itself off. You're like, oh, why don't I get a mountain bike? It pays itself off.
It's like 8 bikes, man. But I mean, the city. I mean, I live in Washington D.C. and I've been here 30 years. And the last 5 years, man, this has become Bicycle City. The transit system is going out of business because there's so many people going to work on bikes.
It's crazy. It's healthy. It's mentally stimulating. You get to see cities in a whole new way. It's nothing better than just riding around on a bike.
I love it, man. I go downtown. We have an apartment downtown, and I love riding around. You know, like on a Sunday morning, downtown Washington D.C. Nobody's there. You know, on a bike, man.
Perfect.
Coffee shops and the other. I mean, go down the monuments. I mean, you could see a city. You could see. That's why it'd be great. Look, you know. So if I'm coming, I guess, to California and want to drive around Santa Monica, man, it'd be better than getting a cab driver or something, right? Renting a car.
Way better. You get to see all around you. It's just like your bike. You know exactly what kind of bike you're getting. You're getting a real bike from a real person. The person will say, hey, go check out these things. Don't forget this restaurant. Don't forget this coffee shop. This is the best route to take. Like,
because your rental car company isn't going to tell you that shit, right?
Not at all.
But you're getting this from some person who lives in that city, who's probably like you because he likes biking or she likes biking like you do. And you got to go to this coffee shop, you know. You got to see the girls at this bar, you know.
It's amazing. And it's weird because people don't realize it. If they say a picture is like 1,000 words, but when you pick the picture of the bike you like, because it's real images we use, it's 2 people that end up liking the same bike, which means they're very similar. They already, not only they have a shared passion of biking, but they already like the same things. It's crazy.
And it's not like sharing a woman, right? A bicycle is shareable.
It is 100% shareable.
But I mean, I believe in this, you know, going to another city because, man, when I went to Shanghai and the person, I did Airbnb, so I shared an apartment. And that person set me up with gigs, kept me up with speeches, everything that I could have never gotten from the concierge at the Hyatt or whatever the hell it was. Yeah.
I ran into a guy in New York. He said they used us. And I was like, oh, like, where are you staying in New York? He goes, oh, no, I had a layover in Shanghai. I had nothing to do for 12 hours. I rented a bike. There was one really close to the airport. I rode all around Shanghai and then came back and left.
Wow. Oh, that's a great idea. Because I remember the most expensive cab ride was to the airport.
How crazy is that? And he had 12 hours to kill, and he rented a bike and just went for it.
Wow. So you guys have been in business about 2-3 years now, right? And you're how many? I mean, you don't even know how many cities you're in. So many places.
We're in 66 countries, and we have users from 100 countries now.
Wow, users from 100 countries. Now, I mean, this is it. I mean, if you're in the city anywhere, and that's how we travel city to city. But also, I see, you know, that it's a way to, you know, you're thinking about bikes are getting, you know, $1,000 is nothing for a bike anymore, right?
Oh, it's a low end bike,
right? Somebody better tell my Schwinn guy that. And so if you want a test ride, you know, before you buy one, because the shops won't let you take it out, you know, on the
for sure, 100%. Yeah, I have all kinds of bikes. I have a $50, $100 beach cruisers, and then I have, you know, like $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 road bikes. I mean, I have the whole works. Like, and every kind of, you know, bike has a different philosophy of use. Like, I'm using the bike to get around town, or I'm going, like, I have a really cheap commuter bike I go to work on. And it's crazy for these expensive bikes. You don't want to make a mistake. Yeah. Like, if you're going to buy a bike, especially even if it's $1,000 or even $600, if you're going to buy a bike, you want to make sure that it's the right bike for you. So I see all the time people renting bikes and renting every type of that same like tier bike. They'll rent like a Giant, a Trek, a Specialized, and they'll try them all out, and I can see them going every single day, and then all of a sudden they list a brand new bike like 2 weeks later.
They're trying to get their money back now. But what's neat too, you guys provide insurance, so if I'm renting a bike to somebody, I mean, I'm covered like $5,000 or something like that, right?
We guarantee the bikes up to $10,000. So we raised the rate because we were the official bike share of Ironman for 2 years. And so for the last 2 years, we've been the official bike share of Ironman, and we wanted to make sure that some of those higher end bikes were covered because there were a lot that were in between that $5,000 and $10,000.
So in other words, if I was going to run Ironman next year, I could get a bike from you to run it.
We have so many use cases. Exactly. Like we had a guy that got his bike stolen a week before the Ironman race after training, called every single, up in the Bay Area, called every single bike shop trying to find a bike, reached out to us and said he was panicking. He's like, I have this race, an Ironman I've been racing for. He got a better bike than he owned, and he set a personal record.
Did he give you half the prize money?
He was so excited. He couldn't stop talking about how great our service was, and all within a week from the race.
Wow. No, I mean, this is the way the country's going. I mean, why figure out where a bike is or something? You just go on your app.
It costs hundreds of dollars, $400 or $500 sometimes to ship your bike. Why would you even find the exact bike? There's someone like you in another city who has a very similar. If you think that bike brand only made one just for you, you're sadly mistaken. You know what I mean? Like there's lots of these bikes out there.
If they did, they're not in business anymore. Well, that's wonderful. I'm glad you're there. You guys are growing hundreds and hundreds of cities now already. So it's SpinLister, SpinLister.com. Right?
Yeah, and our apps, App Store, iOS.
Oh, the app's the way to do it, right? Just like Uber, anything. You're the guy. You're the Uber app.
Exactly. Like, yeah, you just see your location, know where you're going to be. It'll show you all the bikes around you. You can filter by the exact type you want, how tall you are, how much money you're willing to spend. All those things you can filter by, and then just pick your ideal bike.
Well, that's right, because the store only asks you how much money you got. They don't ask the other thing. Exactly. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Andrew. Take care. That's SpinLister.com. Take care.